spreadsheets. But before that, we want to look at what we want to achieve today. By the end of this topic, I expect you to be able to define the term spreadsheet and related terms. We will also state the types of spreadsheets and the examples. And finally, we look at the list. We can list the uses of spreadsheets. So let us start by looking at what spreadsheet is. Can somebody help us to define the term spreadsheet? Any idea? Anybody? Any volunteer? Yes, Protas? What is a spreadsheet? Protas? Yes, what is a spreadsheet? Hello? Yes, I can hear you, Protas. Go ahead. What is a spreadsheet? Hello? Yeah, it is a computer program that we can use for performing arithmetic calculations. You are right. You are right. So we also have related terms. Related terms of spreadsheets. We have said it's a computer program that we can use for performing arithmetic calculations or computations. Very correct. We also have other related terms like a workbook. A workbook. So what can you say about workbook? And can you see the screen? Yes, what can you see? Yes, I'm getting you. I'm getting you. Go ahead. What can you see on the screen? Yes. Yes. Very correct. So, like the name suggests, it's just like a book, but that contains several pages. Although it's in electronic form, we call it a workbook. We also have a worksheet. Like I've said, it is like a book with pages. So these pages, a single page in a workbook is what we call a worksheet. Protas? Protas? Are we together, Protas? So a worksheet, you're not getting me? Maybe we have a network problem. We are discussing a worksheet. And we have said it is like a single page in a workbook. Yes, which is organized in columns and rows. So we also have a cell. We have said a cell boxes you can see in the grid. So Excel is made up of columns and rows. So where a column and a row meet, we will get a grid, and this is what we are calling a cell. And finally, we have a cell range. When you select a number of cells together, like from cell 1 to cell 5, combined, we call them a range of cells. Now, I hope we are together up to that point. Are we together? Now, we proceed to types of spreadsheets. Types of spreadsheets. This one is now a group discussion. I will give you two general types of spreadsheets, and I expect every group, although I will be controlling the groups, to discuss these two spreadsheet types. The first one is called electronic spreadsheet. Another one is what we are calling the manual. So we have the manual and the electronic worksheet. So I want you to look at it and tell me, what can you say about manual and what can you say about electronic? And you can as well give examples. You have 1 minute to deliberate on that, then we shall come back to it right away. Is that clear? So the first group is led by Anne, then the second group is led by Protas. I don't know if Kennedy we are together. He can also lead another group that we can help to discuss either one or two, either manual or electronic. Now let us, because of time, we want to look at the first one, manual. What have you found out as a group? Manual spreadsheets, what are they? Any idea? Yes? Yes, you can try. Yes? Yes, I'm getting you. Proceed, I'm getting you. Yeah, continue. Yes. Yes, I'm getting you, Anne. Please continue. Correct. Like if you are filling data values in a ledger book, yes, that is what we call manual. Correct. So a ledger book is an example of a manual spreadsheet. Protas, what about your group? Electronic spreadsheet? Yeah, I'm getting you. Yes, I'm getting you, Protas. Yes. 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 And of course, Microsoft Excel, among others. Yes. This is correct. So you have to. Thank you. You have talked about electronic spreadsheets. This is where you use an electronic device like a computer, and you have gone ahead to give us examples like Excel, like Lotus, like SuperCalc, like Multimate, among others. So those are examples of electronic spreadsheets. We want to go straight to uses of spreadsheets. Now, when you look at the screen, I have displayed various places, so various application areas where we can use Excel. In business, we can use basically Excel to store data. We can also use that Excel to do. Now, I've narrowed down to Excel. Don't worry about Excel and spreadsheets. I'm using an example of Excel as part of the spreadsheet. It can also be used for budgeting and calculations, accounting and calculations, then budgeting and spending help, assisting with data exports, data sifting and cleanup, generating reports and charts, business administration, among other functions. So I can see our time is very much spent, and I want to leave an assignment with you. I expect this assignment, which reads, you group yourselves in groups of 5, and you will discuss the advantages and disadvantages of spreadsheets. And I expect this to be submitted on Friday 15th. That is during the next lesson. Before we start the next lesson, we should be able to give me that assignment. So a summary of what we have done: we have talked about a spreadsheet, we have defined spreadsheets, we have looked at other related terms. We have workbook, worksheet, cells, cell range. We have also talked about types and examples of spreadsheet programs. We have talked about uses of spreadsheets. So, is there anybody with a question up to that point? Anybody? Any question? Are we okay with that? Any question? Okay, Protas? Yes, sir. Yeah, it's also always good to have both a soft copy and a hard copy. So if you can print and submit to me, well and good, but you also have a copy of your own, so it's also to your advantage. You can print and then give it as hard copy. At the same time, you save it as soft copy. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time, and let us meet next lesson. Next lesson is on Friday.